Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for the next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. So keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But whenever you find yourself guided to this video, this reading, just recognize that this is meant to pertain to the next the following 48 hours, okay? Not just after I post this. Anyways, I've been trying to do these as I struggle to speak randomly whenever I have the free time to do so. So here I am, all right? Spirit's saying I was guided to do it for you because you need these messages. Anyways, the overall message I received for you, I channeled from Spirit for the next 48 hours, glowing for all to see. Glowing for all to see. I'm just feeling very happy in your energy, okay? We're gonna pull from the Gilded deck just to keep it quite simplistic, okay? They're saying that's key for you. Keep it simple, simplistic, okay? Okay. We have the Empress at the center of your reading, giving birth to a new way of being. Interesting, giving birth to what feels like a new life, even if you're not exactly where you want to be, exactly at the achievement level you'd like to be at. It just feels like there's a new level of happiness, joy, and simplicity, peace that you're giving birth to in the next 48 hours that sort of was initiated recently, but it feels more relevant and is starting fully in the next 48 hours. Well deserved, Aquarius. There is an underlying focus on a specific somebody, on connections. If you're single, the next 48 hours are going to prove to you, remind you that you have a lot of options, okay? A lot of options for new suitors, for people being interested in you. Online dating is where it's at for a lot of you. But if you are with somebody permanently or just committed, they're saying secured. It feels like you're going to be doing some reminiscing with that individual, but you're also going to have a lot of choices to make with them, okay? It feels like teamwork is the name of the game with that situation. But either way, I feel like you're going to be reminded of a lot of past situations, past specific somebodies you connected with, friend-wise, socially, romantically hooked up with. It just feels like you're being prepped for a whole new happily ever after that lies ahead for you. Wow. Let's keep pulling. Let's go for Aquarius. Ten of Swords. Okay. So putting to rest the old ways of your life, feeling like things haven't been ideal up until this point or just all together recently, whether certain areas of your life were thriving and others were not so much. Putting all of which aside and recognizing, keep what works, right? Putting to rest that unhappy feeling. You could even just simply feel very depleted in the next 48, but not forcing it, but still feeling kind of happy, this joyful, they're saying I want to skip down the sidewalk kind of feeling down the street. Recognize that you deserve to feel that way consistently. And I believe wholeheartedly that you started something recently that's leaving you feeling abundant, even if it's not permanent or it's temporary, okay? Either way, I truly feel like your eye is opening, your third eye is opening to what you desire moving forward, where you're meant to be, who you, the type of person you want to be with, or the type of people you should be surrounded with energy-wise. You will find that the next 48 hours, I was going to say this before and I didn't get to it, reminds you that you can feel a bit depleted, right? Low in energy, low resources, and still feel joyful within. Yeah, of course, it seems like an obvious thing to state as I struggle. You will struggle from time to time in the next 48. But all the meanwhile, you're reminding oneself, or you'll be reminded by spirit or through other people from the universe, look at you, you're glowing, you're shining, right? But you don't feel like you need to force it, over exude, and it just feels like you're in your element in one way, shape, or form. You're reminding yourself that everything that's happened up until now, the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, the successes, the failures, has led you to who you are becoming, to this sort of ability, or this innate ability to just be, right? To glow where you're at, recognizing that it's important to make the best out of where you're at, but prep for what lies ahead. You're very intuitive. You'll be reminded of that as well. There's a King of Pentacles that wants your energy, male or female, okay? They're saying strongly, this is not you. This person is very, very serious at times, but wants to get to know you more. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse, as well as the Seven of Swords, there's something you can't go after just yet in the next 48, okay? Feeling less guarded as well. Look at you glowing and showing people that you are okay with being a bit vulnerable at this point along your path, within your story individually. Putting down that shield and recognizing it's not a battle at this point, right? It may have been purposeful that you felt that way in the past chapter within a past situation recently, but it's time to heal from it all and keep that hope alive to make a wish. This is your energy, or our energy, because I have it in my North Node. So I find your readings do resonate with me. Anyways, it's just like you're glowing in, they're saying, in your glory, in your energy, showing people that you can be oneself even in the struggles, right? To own it, to laugh it off, to just enjoy oneself all the meanwhile. It just feels like you have a lot ahead for you that's going to entail hard work, but a lot of peace, a lot of serenity, a lot of balance, and just better fitting situations for oneself. And again, I feel like this vulnerability is definitely coming through with this card, okay? Pouring from your cup selectively in order to help others, okay? Your honesty, your words, your wisdom coming in handy, reminding you why you've been through what you've been through. But we haven't even spoken upon this. Seven of Swords, as your guard is down, as you're feeling a bit vulnerable, showing people what you're made of in your own selective way, helping people, you're quite secretive. There's something that lies ahead where you're not really telling anybody. You might have told one or two people recently, or nobody, but it's up to you. Keep it to oneself. Guarantee the success of its outcome or the beginning moving forward. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of sly foxes, is how it's coming through as I'm drawn to this right here. Some untrustworthy energies in the past. So why go ahead and update people when you either don't fully know who they are surrounding you at this time, or just haven't fully regained that trust in humanity or other people? And even if you can trust certain individuals that are close to you, you know, family, friends, acquaintances, you name it, doesn't mean you are obligated to update them. Keep your secrecy at whatever level you'd like to at this time as you do your research, plan, and get ready for what lies ahead. This came up in your last weekly reading. Ooh, I just saw the King of Pentacles again. Queen of Wands. This is coming through as your energy, okay? Feeling very in touch with your feminine side at this time. You could be feeling a bit showy, a bit sassy, even in certain moments throughout the next 48. And all the meanwhile, it just feels like you're very passionate, reminding you that you have made yourself into a true pillar of strength over time. Even if people don't fully see that at all times, that's their loss, right? With the Queen of Swords, it's like you're being pushed to bounce back and forth in the next 48 hours between the Queen of Wands energy, male or female, let's not forget. This is for all of which. And then bouncing back from the Queen of Wands to the Queen of Swords, right? To be passionate, to feel good, to feel on fire in a simplistic, peaceful manner, but also to sort of defend your business, your work, yourself in your own individual way, but don't let it alter your inner peace or make you feel too overly feisty, okay? But I feel like that feisty side of you is kept, you know, hidden or just on guard in case you need it in any way, shape, or form moving forward. I feel like you will in some ways, but all the meanwhile, you're just being pushed to also ask yourself in this Queen of Swords mindset, what needs to go? Who needs to go? How do I prep for what lies ahead by, I feel like there's certain people you're not going to have a lot of time to socialize with or catch up with moving forward. So not necessarily the next 48, but moving forward in the next couple weeks, months, ask yourself who you should catch up with, okay? I feel like you won't, you'll thank yourself in the end, okay? Because it feels like certain people's position in your life will be more so minimalized for one reason or another. And then we have the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. Love is in the air in the next 48. So wrap yourself up with it. It just feels like, as well as you're glowing, shining like the star that you are, given you're an Aquarius, You are loving your life, loving what you're wrapping yourself up with, and just showing people how it's done. Feeling like it's a bit of a treasure hunt. Viewing the next 48 for whatever reason as a bit of a game, you know, bouncing around, doing what you have to, and just, it feels like you could stumble upon abundance left and right. If you acquire a job in the next 48, don't be surprised, okay? If that's what you've been looking for, or you just need it in one way, shape, or form. It feels like the universe is saying, this is the way you should be. Glowing, being honest with how you're feeling, showing people to just be themselves, right? Putting that guard down, owning the vulnerability, but being strategic all the meanwhile. And therefore they're saying you're on your way to this Ten of Pentacles lifestyle, the stability, the happiness you deserve. But again, it just feels like moving forward, you're not gonna have to worry about as many rats in the midst, right? That's how it's coming through. Not really snakes, although you've dealt with some. They're saying rats in the midst, which goes with this imagery. Wrap yourself up with nature as well in the next 48 if you can. Fly towards a new level of happiness, as I feel like that will feel so effortless to you at this point. I saw this in the beginning. Put a sword in all habits as well throughout the next 48 to the best of your ability. It's a work in progress, and keep that hope alive as you're reminded by the universe that it's your time to glow, and simply allowing for, and whether you have a choice or not, for all to see, okay? Allow that glow to develop and enhance as your life improves, okay? This was amazing. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing next 48, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.